Well, well, well. Vendetta reveal season is finally here. We're a week in, and man, have we got a lot to talk about. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to cover everything revealed in this video, but we will be talking about the legends that we have for the new set in Vendetta. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, Rifters. Thanks for being here. We're going to be talking about the 9 new legends revealed for the Vendetta set. We're not going to be going into their signature spells. We're not going to be going into their champion units because all of that has not been revealed yet. But I will be ranking them from how I perceive them on which ones are the best just based on their legend ability and what you can do with it without any other knowledge of what other cards there are to support it. Starting off, we've got number 9, Nasus, the Curator of the Sands, a mind and calm legend. I was super excited about Nasus. He's one of my favorite league champions, and so I was really excited to see him. And I'm also a fan of the calm and mind domains, so I will probably play him, but I'm not as excited as I was before this reveal. But I had to put him in 9. He's a close with number 8. It was kind of a toss-up between the two, but he's coming in at number 9 basically because his ability is when you play a unit, gear, or activated ability with energy cost 7 or more, you may exhaust me to ready up to 2 runes. Some of the issues I have with that is the 7 cost. That is a very limited card pool once you put it at 7. I can understand why, just because of the amount of turns that they would want you to get through before being able to use this. But when you compare it to what we already have and what we have seen with Annie, where you get to ready 2 runes at the end of your turn, it just doesn't hold up. Now, you could say, well, you're spending the 7 and you get the 2 to use right then, which, I mean, that is an argument. That's why he is going to be at least playable. But out of all the legends we've got revealed, I've got to put him down at number 9. My boy, a big dog. Number 8 in Shen, the Eye of Twilight. Like I said, it was a toss-up between these two on who was going to be 8 or 9. I went with Shen at 8. He is a calm and order. I'm excited for him. I would really like him in League of Legends as well. So he's also low, which is kind of depressing. But his ability is an action speed, so that's kind of a plus over the Nasus. It's an action speed exhaust, and it is give a friendly unit tank this turn. So his ability is like you can use it in showdowns. It's not something your opponent's gonna know that you are immediately gonna use, or if you will use it at all. So you get to keep them guessing a little bit. But the advantage this would have, is that your opponent has to target that unit in a showdown. So you can go in with multiple units, some kind of ability on them, and your opponent is expecting to take out your weaker unit, and you can throw tank on the other unit that they don't have enough might to kill. So that's one option, but it is very limited in its use. It does not have enough utility, which is why it is put down at number 8. Because, I mean, you've already got units with tank, so it's kind of redundant. And if you have 2 units with tank, your opponent can just pick either one of them. So here's Shen coming in at number 8. Alright, so now let's move on to number 7. We have Ambessa, the Matriarch of War. Now, I love Arcane, so I know about this character from that. I have not played League of Legends recently enough to know how she is in that game, but she is a force to deal with, is how I would describe her in Arcane. She is the Matriarch of War, and when you empower something else, empower me. So this is one of our new keywords and mechanics for this Vendetta set is empower. And so when you empower something else, you empower her, and you can't empower multiple times, it's just the once. But her ability is disempower her, pay 1 power, exhaust her to ready a unit. So we know readying a unit is great. An accelerate on any unit, essentially. You have the cost of 1 power and also the disempower. So that is why I rank it down here at number 7. You have the D ramp included with the power. You have the prerequisite of you have to empower something else for her to be able to even use this ability. So it's not a, as we'll see later on, an ability that gets stronger if she's empowered. It's just a ability she can't even use unless she is empowered. So that's why I brought her down to number 7. The ready unit is really good. You know, we might see her signature spell or something that comes out and makes her really powerful, but that's not what we're ranking right now. We'll do that later. We're just rating the legends and their abilities. We'll also probably go over the over numbers once those are all revealed, because I love the art in this game, and so that's something we'll probably talk about as well. But right now, just the legends and their abilities. So number 7, Ambessa. Moving on to number 6, we have Kennen, the Heart of the Tempest. This is probably the legend I was most excited about just because of the new domain pairings with Chaos and Order. So Kennen, the Heart of the Tempest, when you play a card from anywhere other than your hand, empower me. So this is going to pair great with Chaos and Order with all those hidden cards. Also, Nocturne is going up very fast in price because you can play him when you reveal him with a stacked deck card. So that's going to be a staple in Kennen's deck for sure. But after that, so once he's empowered, he has the action. It is action speed. Disempower me, exhaust me, and give a unit Assault 2 this turn. So Assault 2 is good. Plus 2 might would be better, but the action speed is what ranks it to me above Ambessa. He still has that prerequisite where something has to happen to empower him to be able to use this ability, but it's not as limited as Ambessa. So Kennen, yep, number 6. And moving on to number 5. Number 5, we have Jayce, the Defender of Tomorrow, with another opposite domain pairing of mind and body. So what I like about Jayce, I am a gear fan. When Ornn came out, I was really excited. I love throwing all that gear down. There's so much gear in the game now, and they're revealing more in this set that it's going to be fun, and I can see how this would be a good legend just based off the original ability. So you pay 1 energy, you exhaust this legend to ready a gear. Simple enough. I mean, that's a basic ability. So right there, that would put him, as a usable legend. Now, we look at his other text on here, and you can empower him for 2 energy and 2 power. Now, the good thing about Jayce and why I rated him above these other legends is his empower is going to stay around unless, of course, there's cards revealed that let you disempower legends. But we're not going to go into that right now. His empower stays around. You do not have to disempower to use his ability, and that is why he is ranking up higher than these other ones. But when he is empowered, he has the same cost. He'll pay the 1 energy and exhaust himself, but he'll be able to ready 2 gear instead of just the 1. So, gear's back. We've seen a lot of gear hate just because of the Aurora, but with Jayce here, I have a feeling gear is going to be a bigger deal. But I got Jayce, number 5, midpoint. So now we've got the top 4. Who's it going to be? We've got number 4, Zed, the Master of Shadows, the Fury and Chaos Legend of Vendetta. Now we know Chaos and Fury Legends are good. That's just it just comes with the pairing. So let's just get into his ability then. When you banish a card you own, empower me. So here's another prerequisite. You have to banish a card, and banishing, I believe, is from your trash. It could be from your hand or the field, but I believe most of the cards so far are banishing from your trash. And his ability after that is action speed, disempower him and exhaust him to discard 1 and draw 1. So we're very familiar with that with the Traveling Merchant. Why I ranked that up at number 4 is because we all know that getting to see through your deck, getting to get more cards in your hand that you need for your matchup is a great advantage. That's why Traveling Merchant is in all these Chaos decks. But the advantage with having Zed is that you no longer have to play the Traveling Merchant in your deck. You can play a different 2-drop. So your scope of what you can include in your deck is improved, because you could have 3 units in there that have an ability on them that you weren't able to use before because you needed to get through your deck. Well, with Zed, Master of Shadows, you don't need that Traveling Merchant. He's doing that for you by himself. So it will be interesting to see. He is number 4, even though he has a strong ability, because he does have that prerequisite of being empowered and needing to banish a card to get empowered. So moving on to number 3. We've got Mel, Soul's Reflection. Now, she is a Mind and Chaos Domain legend, which we know are dominant and have so many different choices and different lines throughout their deck and play that it is too complicated for me. I'll just say that. I like to try it, but it is too much going on to get my head around, and I always make a mistake. So here we got Mel, and with her ability, you have when you empower something else, empower me. So same thing as Ambessa, which is, their mother and daughter, so that is why that's the same. When you empower something else, empower me. So when she is empowered, she can use her ability. So that is why she is not up higher, because her ability doesn't work unless she is empowered. So here we go. Disempower her, exhaust her to give a unit at a battlefield -2 this turn. Okay? That's pretty good. We all know how the +2 might on Proving Grounds Yi has made him one of the best legends for every set. Now, winning tournaments, not so much until recently, but always been a top performer just based off of his legend ability. So, giving the -2 is a great addition to any deck, any play on your turn, because it's not action speed. That's another reason it's not any higher. Is that you can give a unit -2. So moving on to number 2, we've got Renekton. Boy, I wish Nasus was more of a competition with him. But you've got Renekton up here with Fury and Body. He's the Butcher of the Sands. And his ability is at reaction speed. That's going to put him up here at number 2, because looking at all of the other legends that we have this set, you're not seeing that keyword on any of them. So he's got the reaction speed, and it's 2 power and exhaust him to add 2 energy. The only restrictions is that you have to spend this energy only to play units or activated abilities of units. Now, if we think back to last set with Rengar and all the ambush units, playing units is a powerful thing. So, being that the restriction is not that bad. You're going to be able to put down a 4-cost unit pretty quickly in your game as Renekton. So he's going to be the legend where he's just going to be throwing units out there. They're going to be strong units. They're going to be units with abilities. You know he's going to have Ruin Runner in there, because holy cow, is that a strong unit. Any unit you have that can't be targeted, yeah, he's going to be throwing them in there, and he's going to be throwing at you over and over all these powerful bodies. So I'm ranking him up number 2, and we'll see how it goes. I don't even know if we've even seen both of his champion units yet, but he could be worse, just dependent on signature spells and things like that. But just based off of his legend ability, I had to put him at number 2 with that reaction speed and his ability to just overwhelm you with his units. So on to number 1. Number 1, finally. I kind of thought it a while ago, but you've got the Fury and the Calm domains coming together with the Rogue Assassin Akali. It's going to be rough playing against her. That's all I can say. It's already a pain playing against Calm with their spell counters, but now you've got Fury paired with it. So let's go into her ability. She has action speed. So another advantage over some of these other legends, and why I ranked her so high is because of that keyword on her ability, the action, and all it is exhaust. It's not a pay anything, just an exhaust, and it doesn't disempower. Her empower is 3 energy and 1 power, but you paying that once and she's empowered. It's not going away because her ability does not disempower her, which is what is putting her at number 1 for me. So her action speed, exhaust. If it's your turn, move a friendly unit in a showdown to base. Yep. If she's empowered, ready that same unit. So you've got a lot of Irelia similarities going on here. But this is a move in, move out, move back in kind of thing. So you're going to move in, you're going to outmight your opponent. They're going to add some spells to that showdown. You'll make them burn those. You'll back out. And then if you choose to, you can go back in again. Maybe their spells that they use were just for in the showdown. So, or you're dealing damage to like pick off units. You know, you're picking off a unit, moving out, still having your unit to move back in again. So, I think this is going to be the strongest legend we have from this set. It will be interesting to see all the new cards as they're revealed and how they will help with this. But I'm putting the Rogue Assassin Akali at number 1. Alright guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thank you for you who have subscribed. It's been fun making this channel and making videos. I love talking about Riftbound. I love playing it. I love uh, any kind of media and consuming any kind of news and things about it. So I'm glad to bring what little insight I have and my opinions to you guys. And I appreciate that you are watching and liking. And I hope you subscribe if you're interested. And I will talk to you all later. Thanks. Bye.